Hi, my name is Tyler Twiss, and I've worked in the health food industry for quite a while now, and I just felt I would come on and just share what I've learned so far with these superfoods, with returning to a state of bliss. It's really worked for me, and I just want to tell you what I've learned, and some of those things can be wrapped up within three different categories to returning to a state of health, to returning your body to what it's naturally attuned to. First off, I would say to anybody, highly recommend that you incorporate probiotics into your diet. These are going to feed your intestinal tract. They're going to revamp the bacteria that is inside of your system. That is essential for absorption, for issues around indigestion, for many, many other problems, because a lot of what our health revolves around starts within our digestive system. It's where our food goes, it's where our emotions are stored. There's so many aspects to it, and a healthy digestive system is key to returning to your body. So taking a probiotic is going to be essential for absorption of the superfoods that I'm going to mention, because superfoods actually are, in my opinion, a necessity in today's world. We have so many issues around pesticides, herbicides, chemicals in the food, in the air, in the water, that our bodies are just going to absorb it no matter how hard we try. And to balance that in a state, we need to continue to eat high vibrational food. And 5 of those that I'll touch on today are cacao, goji berries, maca, E3 live, and bee pollen. In the category of health, I would say that to really balance yourself out, to get back to your vibrant state of being that you're naturally attuned to, you need 3 important aspects. And those 3 things are very simple, very easy to get. The first of which is the revamping, the rebuilding up of your digestive tract. That's done with probiotics. Probiotics are the most important part of returning to your natural state of bliss. The reason being is because if you've been eating any sort of standard Americanized diet, if you've had chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, if you drank chlorinated water, any of these things will cause the flora and fauna within your digestive tract to die, to deplete, to diminish. And that's going to result in your indigestion. It's going to result in malnutrition because you're not absorbing the right proteins, you're not absorbing the right minerals. So taking a probiotic is going to feed these little bacteria that are essential for your well-being and to return them to their natural state, which in itself would turn you to its natural state. And the reason being is so that once your digestive tract is strong, once it's returned, it's going to be able to absorb superfoods. Now, superfoods are essential in tapping into the key of life, to Jing energy, to all of these things, because your body needs to fuel itself from high-quality sourced food. It's going to return you to a youthful state. It's going to give you essential energy. It's going to increase your sex drive. It's going to give you anti-aging properties. These superfoods are vast. There's many of them. They've been used for thousands of years by indigenous cultures all over the world, and some of those key superfoods that I would personally recommend for anybody trying to return to a state of happiness, a state of recovery, would be cacao, goji berries, maca, E3 live or blue-green algae, and bee pollen. Each one of these contains its own unique aspect. Combined together in different forms, it's just going to totally blow out your body to a state of happiness, to a state of strength that you haven't experienced before. First off, bee pollen, essential for proteins. It contains all 22 amino acids, the building blocks of life. It's antifungal, it's antibacterial. When it's fresh and not denatured by being freeze-dried and when it's processed at low temperatures, it's going to give you these phytonutrients, all the minerals that you need in a day. It's going to give you the complete food that it is. It's already been digested. It's fully accessible for your body. Begins to absorb in your stomach lining. In the morning, taking a tablespoon of bee pollen is just going to improve your day tenfold. The second key superfood that I would really highly recommend would be blue-green algae. That is going to be one of the most important additives into your diet for the chlorophyll aspect and for its proteins. It contains B12, which is essential for people on vegetarian or vegan plant-based diets. They're not getting enough B12, they think, because they're not having the meat sourced. But blue-green algae is a living being, and in its natural state will supply you with all of the B vitamins that you need. And it is a huge amount of protein. Per ratio, it is more protein than meat, more than steak, more than bison. So taking that daily as well is going to totally revamp your system. The third important aspect would be your minerals, your vitamins, and you can get those from goji berries. A huge source of vitamin A. They're anti-aging. They're, in Chinese medicine, the most important food. It's fully nutritious, delicious. They're sweet. They come dried. You have to make sure you're getting them from a high-quality source, grown in the Himalayan mountains where they're naturally from. They're indigenous to that region, and so that energy is absorbed in the berry, full of antioxidants. They're going to be anti-cancer, totally delicious. So definitely goji berries. And in their powdered form, they're more easily absorbed, more easily digested by your body. You're not having to break them down. And the less energy you have to break down food, the more energy you have to heal and repair. Fourthly, I'd say cacao would be essential. Cacao is just an amazing food. Cacao, of course, being Latin for food of the gods. Cacao is naturally raw state of chocolate, if you will. So the powdered version of cocoa, which is what Americans have called it, but cacao is its true name. In Latin American cultures, it has been used for thousands of years. It was used by the Mayans, by the Incans for trading purposes because it was such a high value. It is the most complete source of antioxidants that you can find, so powerful. It can be a great source of iron, and as a natural stimulant, I would say I recommend it more than anything. The caffeine inside is balanced, so when you absorb it, if you're taking the whole bean, you're going to have the fats to slowly break down the food, and then you're going to have that long, drawn-out, high state of energy that you really crave and you need in a day. And those are just absolutely the most key ingredients. And finally, the fifth would be maca, the Peruvian root, used again for thousands of years for its sexual stimulant properties. It is balancing to the hormones, and for men essentially, and women, it is so important that we bring our testosterone levels back up. Our bodies are full of estrogen. We've been eating too many low-quality meats. We've been eating so much soy in all of the food that's around. There's a low-quality protein. It's been hybridized. It's grown out of proportion. It's lacking in nutrients. So feeding those to your bodies are not only lacking you in proteins, but they're also pumping you with estrogen. So taking maca is going to balance those things back out, and with the right additives included into your diet, with high-quality proteins, super proteins, you're going to bring that back up. You're going to feel strong. You can get things done. I would definitely recommend rawandvibrant.com to check out for those maca sources, as well as other proteins from super sources. Superfoods themselves can be found on that site. They're just an amazing company, for they source out the best ingredients that you can find, and that's what you really need to focus on, is that you have to realize what you eat is who you are. It carries the energy inside the food, inside yourself, and then it goes out into the world through you. So you really are what you eat. And so if you're getting low quality food, you may not live a very high quality life. It's not very compatible. It doesn't make sense. But if you're eating high quality food, if you're eating vibrant sourced minerals and proteins, you're going to have a high quality life and state of existence. Protein packs actually would be essential for this sort of rebuilding, for this sort of continuing on and motioning forward, because it's going to bring together all of the foods that you're going to need in combination with each other, and taking them is going to just totally revamp your system. It's going to be phenomenal. Again, I would check out rawandvibrant.com for the protein packs, for the super proteins, and information on things like jungle peanuts, on hemp, which again are two necessities in life right now to get our human race back up to a state of bliss. I really strongly recommend that these foods become incorporated into your diet so that you can feel the lush, lavish life that you deserve, that you naturally are attributed when you're born on this planet, and everything else in the way can just be let down, accepted for what it was, and you can move forward as a strong, re-attuned human being.